What's good, YouTube? It's O'Neal from Tapped In with O'Neal, and y'all already know, man. This is a special video. This is if you guys been following the channel, man. You guys know this video right here is very special. This is near and dear to my heart. Like we've been waiting for this for so long, not so long, but it's been 2.5 months. A long time coming, but we back in that 70K. We back at the all-time high in the portfolio. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, yes, sir. Yo, we actually did it. Like, we actually did it in 2.5 months, bro. It took us 2.5 months, but we came back. We lost 30 bands. Lost 30 bands, got it back in 2.5 months, yo. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a different type of video. It's gonna be a different kind of video. You guys bear with me. Please stay to the end of the video. I got a lot of things to cover. I'm pretty much freestyle this. So like yeah, I'm just being transparent with y'all. I'm just freestyling. Of course, we're gonna do our weekly $1,000 deposit. Start out on the laptop, then go over to the mobile version of the app. Break down everything that's going on in the portfolio. But because we hit this milestone, I want to talk to you guys. I want to make sure you guys are informed. Make sure you guys know how I did it. And I'm going to just deep dive into the portfolio. So this may be a longer video, may come up to 20 minutes, but I ask that you guys please stay and watch this whole video in its entirety because this is very special. This is very special. If you guys been following this journey, you guys know how special this is. So let's go ahead and get started. We're not going to waste no time. Man, let's get started on that $1,000 deposit. Stick with me. Stick with me. All right, so as you guys can see, the portfolio is sitting at the individual investing account is sitting at $63,028.57. Buying power is at $1,744.37, and we are up $1,974.24 on the day. That's a 3.24% gain in one day. Let's see how we doing live. Let's see what it is live. Down about $194 live for the past hour. That just changed, but oh man, like oh my gosh, let's see what we doing on the week. On the week, we up $8,206.84. Are you kidding me? That's a 14.95% gain in a week, bro. That's crazy, bro. Oh my god, I love investing. I can't lie to y'all, bro. 15%. Yo, if y'all not investing, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, yo, y'all gotta listen. If you look like me, I know it's tough. I know it's hard. I know this stuff may seem scary. I know it may seem like, people not gonna teach you. Nobody taught me this stuff, bro. I've been doing this stuff my own. I've been figuring out. I've been making mistakes, and I've just been figuring it out as I go. If you seek, you will find. If you seek, you will find, but you cannot fear what you don't know, because what you don't know could set you apart from the rest. Like, the stock market is something that you want to dive into, something you want to learn, something that you let me save the speech. Let's get to the $1,000 deposit. let me get to the $1,000 deposit. I'm sorry, I get a little carried away. All right, so margin total is at 38,000. Margin used is at $32,715.54. We got an option collateral of $3,600, and some option future as at $872.80, and we have the $5,907 margin buffer. So let's go ahead and get the $1,000 weekly deposit in, and then let's go from there. Man. Review transfer $1,000. Continue with standard. Oh man, this is crazy. This is insane, man. This is insane, man. All right, let's see what the total account is sitting at now. All right, $64,086.37, bro. Buying power went up $2,000. As you guys know, every time I invest or deposit $1,000 into this account, Robinhood allows me to borrow $2,000 of their money. So that just decreased our margin from 32. We had $31,715.54. Our margin buffer also increased about $1,000. It's now sitting at $6,936.35. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Let's just go into the mobile version of the app. Let's not waste no time. I gotta show you guys. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Oh man, bro. Like, I 64,000. 64,000. Oh my gosh, man. Where do I even start? I don't know where to start. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. All right, so let's just start with the option plays. I did close out a lot of my option plays. Tesla had a nice pump. As you guys know, Tesla is a big part of my portfolio. My portfolio is extremely volatile. I have a portfolio that is unlike a lot of people. People like to stand on the, less riskier side and play it safe with, just safer stocks and ETFs or whatever. But I like to play a little bit more risky. So, but I also have things to hedge against my risk within my portfolio. I do trade options, and I trade and I also buy into high yielding dividend ETFs. As you guys know, the YieldMax funds that I hold within my portfolio, I call them the Robin Engers. That's consistent of YieldMax, Coney, Tesla, let's see what else, MSTY, and ULTY. So if you guys didn't see that video, go ahead and check that video out. I'll show you guys a little bit more in depth, but we have three different trades, options plays. We did have to roll some positions because, like I said, Tesla or TSLL had a nice pump to this morning. It went all the way up to $12.54, so it went in the money. As far as my puts, and you guys know the previous puts that I had, it was sitting at $12.5 strike price. It was a $12.5 strike price, and you see that payout. I know y'all peeped that $700 payout. We're gonna get into it. Hold on. Stay with me. We're gonna get into it. So yeah, we had a $12 put. What is going on here? What's going on? All right, so there we go. All right, so August 4th, $12.5 call. We ended up rolling, gave up some of our profits, which was $132. And then what was this? Yeah, I don't know what that is. And then on August 8th, we had a $12 put. What? Listen, I don't know what it is. Listen, I can't remember what I did. I just did this a couple hours ago. But long story short, we ended up rolling our positions. We rolled it up and out into next week. We rolled it up to $13. I'm okay with getting rid of these shares at the $13 strike price. We got paid a $726 premium for rolling it up and out. Let's see. As you guys know, like I said, I'm not willing to sell these shares for less than the average cost that I have it. The average cost the strike price that I had it at previously, as I mentioned before, was at 12.5. So when it touched that and went in the money, I pretty much rolled it up, so I don't have to stress about it. I was actually at work when I was doing that, so I do trade while I'm at work, and I make sure my positions are set. So I didn't want to have to, keep worrying about it if the options did go up in the money and they stayed in the money. I just wanted to get it solved because, like I said, even in after hours, this can pump and then the trades can get executed. And my shares can get called away for less than I wanted to sell them for. So I just wanted to make sure it was at that $13 strike price, because once it is at that $13 strike price, I will get, all my money back plus the premiums. As I showed you guys, we made $726 today. So yeah, that's a nice little thing that we had. And then, okay, so the $12 put, that's something we also placed for today. We placed that next week. We put 3 contracts at a $12 strike price. Put how much we made from this? We made $126. So that's what that $126 is. So $126 plus the 726. I'll probably add it up for you guys on the screen. That's how much we made today. Ethereum, oh my God. Ethereum is at $4,000 right now. Yo, y'all. Oh my God, up $5,523.91. That's a 34.40% return, bro. I, I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't even know what to say because I purchased this earlier on in the year. I put 10 bands into Ethereum early on in this year. I'll show you guys what those buys were. Okay, so February 2nd, I bought nearly $10,000 of Ethereum at, let's see, what did I buy it at? 2,900, so basically at $3,000. And Ethereum, as you guys know, earlier throughout this year, it's been lagging behind. It's been suffering, like drastically, just suffering. It was crazy. Let's see what it was at about. So yeah, it's been sitting at that $2,500 range. So I was down a lot. So when these positions finally recovered, my portfolio just boomed. Like it's just boom. You guys know, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I'm always up on it because I purchased a while ago. My average cost is at 34,000, and then Bitcoin Cash. This is something I also want to get rid of, and I am looking to get rid of it. I'm looking for maybe to hit that 590. So it's getting close to that. I'm gonna sell it, and then it's gonna relieve some pressure within my portfolio, clear up some margin, and that's gonna also help when the TSLL shares get called away. So Tesla, we do have a dividend payout this week. Let's show you guys what the dividend payout for Tesla is. We are at 350 shares, 350.79 shares, and Tesla is sitting at 7.69. So it did have a nice recovery today. We are getting paid $105.41 dividend. Oh my gosh, we made over a band this week. I'm gonna be honest with you. We made over a band this week between our options plays and dividends. So with the dividends, we got paid 30 cents per share. We have 350 shares. This is a trash dividend payout. I'll tell you that right now. Yes, $100 is nice, but last month they paid us about 38 cents per share, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and double check that. Fact checked it. So $97. So that was about 38 cents per share, and we only had 250 shares. So have 100 more shares, and we only got $3 more. You know what I'm saying? But when Tesla recovers and does a lot better, we are going to expect a lot bigger payouts. So I'll just take it on the chin right now. As long as we crossed over that $100 mark, I think I'm okay. So that's it for Tesla. MSTY, we're still at 300 shares. I'm not sure if did I show you guys when it was at 300 shares, but we were at 300 shares. Tesla or MSTY is sitting at $19.09, still lagging a little bit behind. Let's see. No dividend payout, nothing, just regular. We covered the dividend payout. ULTY is still staying stagnant, staying at $6.05. It's pretty much the same throughout this whole week. Like it's just been sitting in the same spot the whole week. But we do got that $100 dividend payout, and this is something we can expect on a weekly basis. $100 getting paid from ULTY as long as they keep that $10 per share payout. So like I'm showing you guys, we are at 1,000 shares and they pay us 10 cents per share. So that's about $100 payout. So on a monthly basis, we're going to be getting paid $400 to $500 from ULTY. And that's just beautiful. It's amazing. Our average cost is still at 6.20, so we're still a little behind, but I don't think I'm going to extend or add more into this position. As you guys know, I did turn off drip. The reason why I turn off drip is because I actively manage my portfolio. I don't like to add into it, even though it's still a good buying opportunity. And I don't mind having, drip on when it's below my average cost. I do want to allocate that money towards paying down the margin, making sure in addition to my $1,000 deposit, my dividends are also helping to pay down the margin. So that is going to be something that is nice. YieldMax, let's see, we got a $14 payout, dividend payout. This also does pay weekly. Let's see how much we paid. All right, so 14 cents per share. We're at 101 shares. As you guys know, I do not add any more to this position. It's sitting pretty close to my average cost, so we're up $24. But I just like to collect the regular weekly dividend payout and just have house money. So that's what we have there. Coney still lagging behind. It did nothing today, apparently, sitting at $0. $0 in the market today. Like, that's crazy. We're down $362.45. So our average cost is at $8.15, and I think I did increase this position by $100, or 100 shares, not $100, 100 shares, because last week I think, if I'm not mistaken, we was at 300 shares. So no payout this week. It's gonna be a payout in about 2 to 3 weeks, I would say. PLTW. So remember this experimental position I had. This is a leveraged ETF that tracks Palantir. It's a round hill ETF that tracks Palantir. And if you guys didn't know, Palantir had earnings this week, and Palantir's been on a tear. They have been crushing their earnings like quarter after quarter after quarter. They just consistently crush their earnings. So, and rather than investing in Palantir directly, I'm the type of person, I like to play the long game. So leverage positions like this, where it's 2 times leveraged, or where your portfolio could go double up or double down depending on how the underlying moves. I rather just get the leverage position to get the nice payouts. And as you guys know, this is a weekly paying ETF. Also, they pay us on Tuesdays, so our payout was about $8.74. I see the breakdown on that. That's about 70 cents per share. We are at 12 shares. I do want to increase my position, but I'm looking for a little bit more of a pullback. And we're up $140. This is insane. Remember, guys, I told you this was an experimental position. So we're not even supposed to be up this much. Our average cost is at $46. So it went up $10, $11, matter of fact, within in the short time frame that I've had it for. And it's just an experimental position. As you guys know, everything else in the portfolio is pretty much the same. We're gonna go ahead and dive into the Roth IRA. We're sitting at $2,829.71. Buying power is $1.70. Still haven't got rid of that QQQ yet. I think this is a good opportunity to get rid of it, and I'm gonna put the rest $6 into. Let me see, what can I put it into? I'll put it into JEPQ. Yeah, I'll put it into JEPQ. Let me go ahead and sell that. Go ahead, sell all. Sell all. And I'll just put the rest into JEPQ. JEPQ is our highest dividend payout as of right now. So buy in dollar amount, $1.70. Oh, we still gotta wait for it to clear. Like, I hate that in the Roth IRA. You gotta wait for the money to come into the account. Whatever. Okay, no, let's go to the traditional. Oh, well, before we get into the traditional, as you guys know, on a daily basis, I invest $8.40 into JEPQ and SCHD, and on a weekly basis, I invest $6 into SCHG. So that's gonna help me retire and have a nice, monthly, weekly, whatever salary, and hopefully this is grows to over $1 million by the time I turn 65. So, and I'll do more, Roth IRA videos to show you guys the exact breakdown of how I intend to make that happen. So our traditional IRA is back over that $4,000 mark. I know sometimes you guys see this at 4,000, sometimes at 3,000, and that is because of the volatility. I do have a short roll that I'm pending. That is pending. Let's see. Let's go ahead and replace this order. Change the bid to ask to about let's do 16. Let's do 16. They're showing us 16. Let's do 16. See if it gets filled. And we're projected to get a $48 payout from that. And we do have some buying power. As you guys know, Tech L was another sleeper that I mentioned. It's doing pretty good. We have 3 shares right now. We're up $81. This was another experimental position. It's a leverage position. I play the long game, so leverage positions do not make me shy away from the ETF, because like long term, you can just see it'll just outperform a lot of different funds. In a year, it's up 64%. In the past 5 years, it's up 277%. So this is definitely gonna beat QQQ and all those other tech stocks. It's just leveraged, but when the markets do fall, this does fall. So if you are like me and you can handle seeing negative $10,000, $5,000 in your portfolio for a temporary time frame because of a market crash or market downturn, whatever the case may be, market correction, these are good positions to hold, because long term they will outperform these other, ETFs. So let's go ahead and go into the overall $70,201. Man, yo, this is crazy. Okay, so it went up $70,774.93. Oh my gosh. I gotta put, like, man, you guys don't know, man. Some of you guys know, but this is special, man. This is special, bro. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, this is special to me, man. Being able to achieve this is beyond me. Like, ah, man, I don't want to get too emotional, like, because the job is not done. We still got to get to 100K. We 30,000 off, and we still haven't solidified our position within $70,000. I would consider my position solidified when we're about at $70,305. So about 3,500 more to really solidify our position within 70K. And just in case we do have some market correction or market downturns, that would pretty much solidify our position, give us like a $3,500 buffer. But man, this is a special, special, special moment, like, for me. There's a lot of people that, some people stopped watching me once I lost that 30K. You think I'm a freaking kid that don't know what I'm doing, man. And I tell you, I've been doing this stuff for a long time. I've been investing for over 6 years. I've been doing this stuff since I was like 18, 19 years old. And, of course, it was a lot of learning, a lot of trials and tribulations that I had to go through when it comes to this investing stuff. But like, I did it nonetheless with no guidance. Nobody guided me on how to do this. Did this stuff on my own, built my own path. I built my own strategies, you know, and it's just amazing to know that I have my own path and my own way of going about this. Nobody taught me. Like, there was nobody in my community that looked like me that, hey, you should start investing, and you should do it this way, you got to do it that way. Like, no, I heard bits and pieces, but nobody really know what they're doing. you know I just kind of just figured this out. Just, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, did a lot of research, did my own due diligence, put in a lot of pain, lost a lot of money. Man, lost a lot of money, man. It's crazy. If I didn't take that loss, we'd be at 100K right now. I'm not gonna dwell on it though. Everything happens for a reason, because God didn't want to bless me with that 100K, knowing that I didn't know how to manage it yet. You know what I'm saying? So I had to lose that 100K to change up my strategy and understand what I'm doing within this portfolio, and I'm gonna play it a lot more safer, especially gearing toward getting out of margin, and just a lot safer bets. Having these funds, these YieldMax funds, do a lot of the work for me, a lot of the heavy lifting. And I do a lot less on the options trading side of it. I still make my money on the options trading side of it, but when I tell you I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed every single day, man. I'm blessed, man. Oh, man. It's cause, like, damn. It's like, damn, hold on. Mm. I feel blessed because, like, I know there's special people in this world. There's special people in this world, and it's like, I know I'm special. I know I'm different. I got my whole family behind me. I can't lose. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford to lose. You know, I I know I gotta make a lot of the sacrifices I could be doing. What normal 25-year-old be doing. I could have my dream car right now, easily pay for it all cash. You know, taking trips to Cancun. Going all types of places. I could be doing that. I can be living that lifestyle, but God got a bigger purpose for me. He got a bigger purpose, a bigger stepping stone for me, and I'm the one. I'm the one that's gonna change the trajectory of my family name. That's what God ordained for me, and I'm gonna take take that, that chip on my shoulders, and I'm do what I gotta do. I'm gonna make sure my family's in the best position, even if I don't get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. People say like, "Hey, you're young. You're supposed to be doing this and that in your 20s." Nah, that's not what God set out for me. That's why I don't find those things fun. Those stuff is things like that is not fun to me. Taking trips and buying all these luxury cars, stuff that you can't afford, living that fast lifestyle. Like that's not for me. I'm just a different person, different individual. I think differently. I'm not normal, but it's okay to not be normal. I'm the one that's gonna make the sacrifice, and even like I said, if I don't enjoy the fruits of my labor, at least my family and the people that come after me are gonna understand what I do. I don't even do this for money. I don't get paid for this stuff. I've been doing this stuff behind the scenes for years. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this stuff behind the scenes for years, and I'm just bringing it to YouTube. I've been putting this stuff off for so long, but God told me it's time. He told me it's time. Like, you got to start showing people. You got to start leading the way. You got to give other people hope, to let people know that it's possible, because a lot of people that might look like me don't think it's possible to do this stuff. I'm in the top 20%, in the world right now. I'm making my way to the top 10%, and I'm going up from there. It's crazy to say that. It's crazy to say that at my age, my net worth is within the top 20% of the world, and I don't even feel like I even reach anywhere near my peak. I feel like there's still a lot of room to grow, still a lot of things to do. It's not, this is impressive, but it's not impressive. Like, I'm tapped into my potential, but I haven't really fully, like, got into my peak. As men, we really reach our peak later on in our life, 40s, 50s, 60s, and stuff like that. That's where we really reach our peak earnings and stuff like that. But man, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure my family set. I'm gonna be the one. I almost forgot to mention, before we end the video off, I gotta show you guys how much I got charged in margin interest. This was a special one. This is something you guys also been looking for. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Interest payments. No, not payments. Margin. All right, so we got it right here. July 4th, they charged us $85.83 for borrowing. Wait, what? June, July, August? Why didn't they charge us yet? Ah, there we go. All right, so we got charged $99.37 on August 3rd. That is for borrowing $20,000, $20,737.27. So it did go up, and it is gonna go up again. But hopefully not too much, because our margin isn't too bad. If we do get our shares called away, we're sitting at 31,000 U's right now. If our TSLL shares do get called away, that's gonna clear up. Let's see, to do the math on it. That is going to clear up about $28,000 in margin. So we'll give that a week to buffer or whatever. $28,000, and then we clear up $1,000, so it'd be like roughly about $2,000 left, or so, $1,000 or $2,000. But remember, we aren't charged interest on the first $1,000, so that's all I wanted to add. So yeah, if you guys felt like this was useful or helpful in any way, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your post bell notifications, leave a comment for feedback, join up on the Discord to talk to like-minded individuals like myself and others. Follow me on TikTok, and if you guys want to get in direct contact with me, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram. The link to that is going to be in the description below. And yeah, without further ado, it's Tapped and Won't Know, and I'm signing out.